Alrighty guys, we're back for some Jund Defenders, and this is a Dominaria United Standard Brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some normal play mode, because this one's going to be pretty janky, I'm pretty sure at least. Either way, we want to worry about having fun and not worry so much about winning. That's the goal here. Either way, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. What do we got in the build? We got 4 Concealing Curtains because it's an awesome defender that we can eventually transform into the Revealing Eye, which happens to be pretty good. We got 3 Cut Downs, brand new removal from Dominaria. So for 1 black, instant speed, destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. So yeah, this hits a lot of cards. We got 3 Play with Fires because honestly, this deck, for being a defender build, is going to know how to get that damage through, and we'll see how in just a second. And Play with Fire is going to be a pretty cool piece to do that. Also, just more early game removal, too. So, got 4 Walking Bulwarks. So, this is a 1 mana 0/3 defender for 2 mana until end of turn. Target creature with defender gains haste. Can attack as though it didn't have defender and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Activate only as a sorcery. So I don't know how often that's actually going to come into play where we're actually able to swing in instead of defending, but it very well could come into play, so we'll see. Mainly this card's in here just for being another 1 mana defender, and also since it's just like an artifact that's colorless, we don't got to worry about mana fixing for this. So we got 4 Blight Piles, the reason to play defenders in my opinion. So a 2 mana 3/3 defender. You can pay 3 and tap it. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of creatures with defender you control. So you just do this a couple turns in a row and hope that your opponent is out of life at that point. So it could happen, guys. Seriously, you could have 4 or 5 defenders, and it's not going to take a lot from Blight Pile or multiple Blight Piles if you're a bit later in the game, too, and you happen to have that 6 mana. We'll see, though. I think this card is sweet and definitely worth trying out defenders for. So we got 3 Lightning Strikes, just more removal and more ways to hit the opponent's face because, again, it's going to know how to get the damage through, luckily, because of Thermo-Alchemist. So 2 mana 0/3 defender, you can tap it, have Thermo-Alchemist deal 1 damage to each opponent, and then whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, untap Thermo-Alchemist. So a lot of you guys already know what this card is because we've played a decent amount of burn here on the channel. So this works with Cut Down, Play with Fire, Lightning Strike, and also we have Tear Asunder. So this is a 2 mana instant. Exile target artifact or enchantment. That's going to hit a lot right now, guys. And there's a ton of artifacts and enchantments floating about everywhere. Like even Meat Hook is an enchantment. So I mean, dang, dude, this hits a lot already. But it has a kicker cost on here for colorless and a black. If this spell was kicked, exile target non-land permanent instead. This card is sweet, guys. For 4 mana, you get to exile any non-land permanent. Okay, sounds good to me. Yeah, if we can fit this into a deck, that's what we do. So we also have 4 Bamboo Grove Archers. So this is an enchantment creature. 2 mana 3/3 defender with reach as well. So this is going to block the new Phoenix chick beautifully. Also has a channel ability on here too. For 5 mana, you can discard Bamboo Grove Archer, destroy target creature with flying. I don't know how often you're actually going to use that channel ability, but it's worth going over just in case, because you might end up using it. We have a couple soul transfers, more ways to remove our opponent's goodies. This can exile target creature or planeswalker, and you get to choose one of these abilities. So you can either do that, or you can return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. This could be a great way to bring back like a Blight Pile back to your hand so you can play it out and get your combos going again, you know? But if you control an artifact and an enchantment as you cast this spell, you can actually just choose both of these. So you can exile creature or planeswalker and return that Blight Pile back to your hand, you know? So because we have the enchantment from Bamboo Grove Archer, it's possible that we actually get to do both of these because we have the artifact from the Bulwark, and then on the top end here, we have 2 Shield-Wall Sentinels. So for 4 mana, it's a 1/3 defender. When Shield-Wall Sentinel enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with defender, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So this can help us find the Blight Pile, which is going to be pretty cool, but it could also help us find like the Bamboo Grove Archer. That way you immediately on like your next turn or something can have your enchantment and the artifact for the soul transfer to get both of the things, which is, that's honestly, that's pretty cool, isn't it? In the mana base, we have the new Thran Portal here, which you're probably going to be seeing everywhere, but I'm also rocking the Sulfurous Springs too, so hopefully we don't end up taking too much damage just from ourselves. 3 Ziatora's Proving Grounds, couple Deathcap Glades, couple Haunted Ridge, a Who Endures, a Crucible, and an Abandoned Mire as well. Yeah, hopefully I landed on something with the mana base. I've actually really been struggling with mana bases with the new set. I guess I got way too used to building decks with the pathways, and I gotta like relearn how to make mana bases, so we'll see if I landed on something here. You have one honorable mention. Smoldering Egg is a very good defender, and it could totally work in this deck. We have enough instants and sorceries, but none of them are like high costed instants and sorceries. So like the highest cost is the Tear Asunder with the kicker cost. I don't know how often we're also going to have Smoldering Egg out. We mostly have smaller things like Cut Down, Play with Fire, and Lightning Strike. Either way, Smoldering Egg is definitely an honorable mention, and it could be pretty great in here, honestly. Okay, let's go take this into some normal play mode and see how we do, and also see what the meta looks like in normal play mode too, because the meta right now in ranked is mostly mono black, and it's actually 2 different sides of it. Mono black control / mid-range, whatever you want to call it, and then mono black aggro too. So that's what we're seeing the most of in ranked. Let's see what it looks like in normal play mode. All right, we'll see if we can get right into the first match here. Heck yeah, we do. 7 seconds, I think that said. Pretty good. I'm excited to try out this build. It's so, like, it's so janky, but it's probably going to be pretty fun, too. Fang of Shigeki from the opponent. That is terrible for us, actually. Having a defender build, if, like, they just play more Death Touch, too, that would be really bad. Luckily, we have some decent removal in hand. Okay, Vampire Scout. Okay, interesting. I have no idea what we're up against. So let's go right into the Blight Pile, because we have Blight Pile number 2 here. To play next turn. These Blight Piles, man. It's going to be so cool if we can actually pull off a victory with the Blight Piles, too. Yeah, we don't want to trade into the Fang. We'll just take the 3 here. Like I said, we have some pretty good removal. Oh, nice! Nice! Okay, so that makes sense. The Vampire here is in here for the evasion. Okay, okay. That's pretty sick! The Biting Palm Ninja can be, I mean, they can take the Lightning Strike, but then we have the Soul Transfer, but we don't have it next turn is the thing. Yeah, see, Lightning Strike was probably a good choice. And honestly, Blight Pile? I think we trade a Blight Pile into the Biting Palm if they swing again. The problem is, if they have a second Biting Palm, bouncing the Vampire Interloper back, yeah, that just goes right through. Oh. Do we trade? So. I think so. So there wasn't a second Biting Palm. That's good. Yeah, we're going to want to play with fire as soon as possible. Something. Something. We gotta probably We can't defend in the air well until we get our card with reach, which we don't know if we're even going to see. Maybe we just power up Curtain. It loses the defender, so the Blight Pile doesn't combat with it, but we should probably take a look at the opponent's hand. Since we don't know what the heck they're playing, like, at all. It's like Golgari, aggro, right? Golgari aggro. That's actually pretty sick. We're getting pretty beat up here, too. Concealing Curtain. Yeah, let's get this Biting Palm out of their hand. Let's do that. And we might... Oh, that's all they had? Yeah, let's ditch the Biting Palm. We might play with fire the vampire here. Let's keep it open. You guys think we can outrace this if we start swinging with the... It has Menace. We might as well get the 3 damage through, since we have the Blight Pile defending from the Gloom Shrieker. This looks like a fun deck, guys. What? Okay, wait, huh? What's going down here? Must be blocked if able. So I should probably... I don't want to lose the Blight Pile to the Decoy. The problem is Decoy dies either way. Yeah, what the heck. They knew we had the play with fire though, so that's a pretty good play regardless, because yeah, they get to replace it. They get to draw. Menace on the Gloom Shrieker. Crap. That's easy to forget. Gloom Shrieker is actually pretty decent, huh? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. We gotta... Let's start with the Bamboo Archer. Get as much down as possible. And I guess we'll hold this back. Even though we could get the damage through, we're getting dangerously low here, and this Vampire can finally be blocked by the Bamboo Grove Archer. It's a fun game, guys. You can't really see games like this in Ranked. Wonder what they have. Like, they just need some simple removal. Get rid of the Bamboo Grove Archer. Like, we're sweating. We're sweating right now. Okay. Bang of Shigeki. There's a big problem here, guys. If this goes through and it's Biting Palm, then we lose our Soul Transfer. As much as I hate doing this, I'm going to block with Blight Pile. It hurts my soul, but I really don't want another Biting Palm to hit and take our Soul Transfer, when that's probably going to be a pretty important piece here. Oh, land off the top. We can Concealing Curtain and check their hand, but they kind of dumped their board here, so it might just be a land, and then what ends up happening... it does say non-land, but then we can't go Soul Transfer this turn. Could Soul Transfer bring a card back too, but this has Death Touch as well. Man, the Death Touch is horrendous for us. Alright, let's just go for the Exile. This has Menace and so does this, so we're gonna have a lot of trouble blocking this turn, especially if they find removal. Actually, they can buff this to a 5/5. Oh, we're like super dead here, right? Just a full swing and buff the Knight to max. Yeah, they got 6 mana too. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. Here's how we're gonna do this. Maybe not. Are we dead? No, we're not dead. We can do this. Oh, that has Menace too. Oh, everything has Menace. Oh no. We go like that. We take 4. Is that proper though? Is that how we want to block here? I guess so. There's not a lot of like... The evasion on all of their cards is actually insane. I love that they had like the Riveteer's decoy in here too to kind of force a block onto that instead of something else. Springleaf Avenger! Let's go, opponent. That was pretty sick, actually. What on earth did we just witness? That was like Golgari aggro, man. Yeah, that was pretty sick. I really liked the cards that the opponent was running there too. That was cool, man. Into the next one. Let's see if my deck can actually do something. We were kind of put into a really awkward position where against a normal aggro build, we would have been able to block a lot better, but because they had Death Touch and multiple Death Touch creatures and then evasion on pretty much everything, Menace is really easy to forget about on a lot of those cards because a lot of those cards were already putting pressure on us without the Menace, you know? So this is an alright hand. I have faith that we will find our third color. And if we don't, and it happens to be an aggressive deck from the opponent, then we have great blockers to last us a while until we find the mana that we need. Okay, gaining a life there. Get the Blight Pile down. Next turn, we might dump everything. We very well might. Might be up against Is It Control here. Attempt the Concealing Curtain because that plays around a Make Disappear. And at this point, guys, I am still going to play around a Make Disappear. It's unfortunate because it's pretty slow, but Arcane Infusion. Okay. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant or sorcery card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. It has flashback as well. Pretty cool. Just now, Spell Rune Painter. Okay. Okay, we got to be careful when that flips, for sure. Now we're really getting desperate for a red source. Hopefully we can find one. Let's go ahead and buff the Concealing Curtain. Even though it loses the defender, we got to see what the heck's in the opponent's hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, burn down the house is pretty bad. Everything here is pretty bad. Let's go burn down the house though. Let's get rid of that. They do get to replace it. Let's start getting some damage through. Switches to night, naturally. We could have played something. We could have. I think the big issue is we don't know what the opponents are playing right now. Thirst for Discovery. 5/6. It's nothing fancy. We could always chump here, but I'm just going to take the damage. I think the burn down the house was the grab there. We don't want to, yeah, like we didn't want to grab Memory Deluge because it has the flashback too. Let's go no blocks this time round. We really, really need that red source. There we go. It comes out tapped though, unfortunately. And let's get the Bamboo Grove Archer down. And they're tapped out right now. So we could always double block the Spell Rune Howler, which is actually probably just going to be able to kill multiple things. I'm still going to try to outrace him, guys. With the Defender build, I know, it's crazy, but maybe. Just maybe. Now what sucks is if this stays as the Howler, we still have to like double Lightning Strike to kill it, so these Lightning Strikes might be better for the opponent's face. Yeah, all they need is one instant or sorcery, or 2 different instant and sorceries to get this above a double block range. So big score, that probably gets them pretty close, especially if they're rocking Consider too. Okay. We got 3 mana, so... Oh, Cathartic Pyre. Man, this Spell Rune Howler is getting the job done. I'm going to save the Blight Pile one more turn, guys. One more turn. I'm going to take the 7. That's very, very risky. Okay, it's finally daytime. And we're getting our mana sources now, too. So, let's take out the Painter. Okay, the Painter is officially dead. We can now do 1 damage from Blight Pile. Because we're losing our defenders, guys. I'm going in. We'll keep the Lightning Strike open as well as the Tear Asunder open too. And I guess the Blight Pile as well. But if we do that 1 damage with the Blight Pile, we're also doing 1 damage to ourselves with the Thran Portal too. So yeah, there's another Painter. So we can't successfully Lightning Strike until they're out of mana, which looks like they're going to be out of mana. Do we try it? Which one do we hit first of all? The Festival Crasher is pretty scary too. I think it's the Painter though. Oh, they do. This is sticking. They could easily have, yeah, like another Consider or something with the treasure. So that was risky. So Shield Wall is pretty good because what that lets us do is grab some other fancy defenders too. We don't need to keep anything else open necessarily. So let's get this down. Festival Crasher doesn't have trample, so worst comes to worst, we can just start chump blocking and we can still get this Revealing Eye through. So let's grab, since we're doing so much damage, man, even the Walking Bulwark would be pretty good here, but I think it's going to be Thermo-Alchemist, guys. I think so. We have some chump blockers. We're going to get in with that Revealing Eye. And we might actually be in a position where we can set up a good board of defenders to the point where any time if we draw a 6th mana, both of these Blight Piles can pop off on 1 turn and just win us the game. Wouldn't that be insane? That would be pretty insane, honestly. Seize the Storm. That has trample? Excuse me? Oh no. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, we should probably kick the Tear Asunder here and exile their 9/9 trample that they can play again next turn. 1, 2. Yeah, we're only at 7. We really... Sure, we could like triple block and stuff, but that's no good. Could do this on our turn so that way it doesn't like eat a counter spell or anything like that. What this also lets us do is once again swing in with the Revealing Eye, which brings them down to 7, which means it's getting pretty dangerous for them. All these flashback cards and stuff, dude. So if we get a land, we can run out our entire hand of defenders. Yeah, so they did end up going for the 9/9. Okay, that helps us block. Get Thermo-Alchemist down. We can still Blight Pile if we wanted to. And that would do 3 damage to them. But I think we get as much out as possible. Do we want the other, I guess the second Blight Pile over the Archer. And then I think we do pay the 1 for the Bulwark and hope that they don't have a second play with fire. The reason we run it all out now is because this 9/9 trample we have to block with a ton of stuff. And we might be forced to block the Crasher too. Another Festival Crasher. They're running out their creatures. Scary business. Are they gonna swing? They might want to because we have a ton of damage from these Blight Piles. Yeah. So this at least forces us to block with 2 different things no matter what here. So if we triple block with these 3, we get to save one of them, the Revealing Eye probably. And then this would die. But I think we go like take 2, maybe let the Revealing Eye perish because it doesn't have Defender. And so we could just, if we draw that land, we just double down on the... Could also take 5. I'm probably thinking a bit too hard about this. Let's take 5. We're getting to the point where we're gonna die anyways. So if we can just play... That works too. Let's go. Okay, so we tap this down. We ping opponent's face. Send that to the bottom. Blight Pile. Be careful not to tap the Thran Portal. Blight Pile for 5 damage. Let's go, guys. We got there. Oh my goodness. What a weird couple of games, guys. The deck, okay, our Jund Defender build is exactly like I said it was going to be. It's janky, bro, but that was pretty fun. That was pretty sick. Getting there with the Blight Pile. Oh, man. There was probably better plays, too, and maybe it was a mulligan hand as well, because we were waiting so long to find our mana. Okay, yeah, going down to 1 was pretty risky there since we had the Thran Portal on the board too. Good hand. Let's run down the Alchemist before the pile so we can start doing early damage from Alchemist here. Alchemist might die to a lightning strike right away too, though. That's possible. Flame Channeler, nice. Underplayed card. Tear Asunder, huh? Can only do one thing, so I'm not gonna even play the Springs out right now anyways. Let's pass. We're gonna be able to block the Kamano and take out the Channeler. So, well, unless they flip it. Oh crap, I didn't think about that. Okay, good, they might not have anything to flip it. We might not get punished for that. We might have wanted to kill this on our turn is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, we're not getting punished for it, that's good. Alright, so they're gonna swing. Now go to the blocking step here. 1 blocker has been chosen. It actually stops properly to let us tap this nowadays, so that's good. And then it untaps. And then we can, of course, tap it again to do another damage. Very nice. So, Shield-Wall Sentinel. Pretty good. We can get a blocker for the Phoenix chick. It trades right into the Visionary. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Shield Wall. Take action. And let's grab the Bamboo Grove Archer. So that way we can successfully block the Phoenix chick, even if they bring it back too. Alright, we're gonna have an uphill battle here against Mono Red, guys. Mono Red like burn too. That's pretty fun. Oh, infantry, let's go. No, come back, opponent. Oh man. Oh, that was gonna be a fun one too. Alright, well, they didn't want to play it out, unfortunately. That's one of the punishments we get for playing normal play mode too, but I really didn't want to take this one into ranked, and don't worry, I'll be making sure to put like jank in the title of the video as well. I did say it right at the beginning of the video, right? Yeah, I think I did. Sometimes I forget. Like, I always have like a list of things that I want to say, and then I forget if I go over the entire list, you know. Really, more mono red, okay. Well, it could be Boros too. I think Phoenix Chick is being is seeing play in a lot of different things here, so let's get the Thran Portal down. Oh, you know what though? I probably didn't want to do that. We didn't have a green source. We probably should have just went Sulfurous Springs. My thought process there was, if you play this, so it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll get this out as soon as possible, and then like, you know, if we draw another Thran Portal, then we won't have any issues with tapped lands. But now the issue is we don't have any green sources, so... Oh, is it? Nice. Is it tempo? Probably. We have so many Thermo-Alchemists. Oh my goodness. Consider. Nice. We're already at 15 somehow, guys. These lands are dangerous, man. Okay, another Phoenix Chick. Oh no. Oh no, guys. We can get to 4. Shield Wall can grab us our reach creature. If it can even hit the board. Hey, there's a Thran Portal. I don't want to play it right now. It comes down tapped, but at least we have the green source if we need it. Could actually check the opponent's hand here. Take another damage if we do that, but then we can start out racing. I think Thermo-Alchemist is going to be the bet. Because we don't take damage from the Alchemist, and then we can start like tapping these every single turn. And then our draws get a lot better too. Every time we draw an instant or sorcery and stuff. How do you guys feel about that? Because next turn we can get the springs down, and then we can power this up without taking that extra damage. So we'll see. They go for the lightning strike to our face. Guys, we're gonna perish. We're down to 10. Okay, here comes the swing. Yep. Down to 8. Oh no. Okay, let's get that 1 damage through. We'll catch up, I promise. Oh, good draw. Oh no, we can't play it. Oh no. Right. So, now we have a tough decision, I suppose. We'll get this down on green instead of powering up the eye. I don't know. If 3 open here, could be more lightning strikes. We take the 1, we're down to 7. Alright. Alright. It's do or die right now, so we'll take that 1 and see what's in their hand. Could be super simple, man. Okay, yep, they're gonna hit us with a play with fire and a lightning strike. Maybe? No? No lightning strike? Oh, a second play with fire. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's see. And it's just land. Oh, no. They ran out both of their play with fires. They're down to land. They can swing in for 2. Makes both Thran Portals obsolete because we'll be at 1. Yeah, we're just going to swing here. See what they end up drawing because they could just win right now. They drew an Ancestral Anger. Look at that. GG opponent. Oh, man. Go ahead and deal 2 more damage and then drop the GGs. Wait. I haven't dropped my favorite emote yet. Aw, it happened so fast. It happened so fast. Well, 50% total win rate so far, and I think we have time for 1 more game, so let's do it. If the game's that fast, though, we might have time for 2 more, honestly. Opponents' decks have been freaking sweet. It's pretty nice to take a break from ranked when every other game it has been mono black. So It's pretty nice to see a good variety over here in play mode. Yeah, I like this hand. We've been struggling to see the green source, but we only have 2 green cards in here, so... Like, you don't need the green, but I guess when you do, you know? Nice. Great draw. Very good draw. So I still kind of want to play around to make disappear, but since we have 2 alchemists, we might as well try it. Oh, nice. It didn't stick at all. So that's good news, I guess. Jewel Thief, okay. Well, now I'm just curious what's in the opponent's hand, so we should probably get that curtain going. Let's see here. Take a peek. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is ramp. I guess we gotta get rid of that Titan, but they're probably just gonna draw another Titan in a deck like that, you know? We'll let them swing with their Jewel Thief. I think we can outpace ramp. I keep saying that, but who knows, man. It's the alchemists that give me hope, really. Give me extra hope of getting extra damage through. Yeah, we'll take the 3. Has vigilance too, so if they can get another, if they get another Jewel Thief down, we can't swing with our Revealing Eye without trading. Okay, they still have 3 mana open here. Honestly, are they gonna use the Master's Rebuke to take out the Alchemist? I would assume so, since they have the extra mana, but they could just save the treasures too. Alright, they do end up taking the Alchemist down. Cut down can't hit either Jewel Thieves, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Honestly, Shield-Wall Sentinel would be pretty good here. If we swing and they do end up double blocking, if we take out one of the Jewel Thieves, we can just play the other curtain and take another card from their hand. Like, that's pretty good, isn't it? They don't know what's in our hand either. Like, we could just have simple burn. Like a lightning strike. Like, they wouldn't know if we had a lightning strike. Okay, yeah, they double block anyways. So that is gonna happen. We'll get the other curtain down. And we'll power it on up. See what they got here. Okay, I guess we get rid of Cleanup Crew. Draw 2 cards and look at the top card of each player's library. Cleanup Crew. Yeah. Yeah, I think we hit the Cleanup Crew there and hope that we didn't draw them into another Titan or something. Be pretty funny though. Nice. Drew a Many Journeys. That's really good, especially if they have that extra land too. No, they don't, so this must be something else that they're rocking. Can get the Proving Ground down, and we can swing here if we wanted to. We'll take a bit more damage next turn, but like I keep saying, we might be able to outpace. Let's swing. Too bad we don't know what the other card in the opponent's hand is. Because if they drew a Make Disappear, then that would really suck. On the Shield-Wall Sentinel, that would be so sad. But it's probably Case the Joint this turn. Draw 2 cards. Probably what they're gonna do. Let's grab our Blight Pile. Even though honestly another Thermo-Alchemist might be better right now than a Blight Pile, but we'll see. Case the Joint. All right. They get to look at the top card of both libraries here. Opponent, can you tell me what you saw? Is it a land? I don't really want a land, but I guess it would work. They do end up swinging. We're just going to take the 3. I don't want to lose the Sentinel right now to a simple Jewel Thief. It is a land too. Wow. Let's go. So we're gonna get we're gonna play it as a land because we know how expensive these Blight Piles can be. So we're gonna go Thermo-Alchemist first. Nothing, huh? Try the Blight Pile. Maybe I should have went Blight Pile first, but it's like I've been saying, the Thermo-Alchemist is probably... Okay, so a lot of stuff is happening here. We're going to attempt to swing with Revealing Eye again. And I'm going to run out everything. So the Blight Piles have, like, maximum damage. So we have 4 damage from the Blight Pile tap. And the 1 damage from the Alchemist. Oh, it looks like Blight Pile's a goner. Ah, I have been saddened. 3/3, okay. Good thing this doesn't have haste. Both of those get around the cut down, which is actually just pretty scary. We're probably going to want to hold the Revealing Eye back now to block. Oh, Soul Transfer. We could bring back the Blight Pile. It's actually too bad. How do I want to do this? We probably want to remove some stuff on their board, huh? Yeah, we don't want to bring back the Blight Pile, I don't think, unfortunately. Do we get rid of Jewel Thief? I think so. Becomes blocked on tap 3 lands. Yeah, that could be pretty bad too, though. I don't like the Vigilance necessarily. Let's go for the... I guess we'll exile this. We don't want them to be able to play something huge and then untap and then play like another Jewel Thief and such, you know? So... power up that shield wall. You can only do it as a sorcery, so we can't block successfully there, you know? Do they trade with the Shield-Wall Sentinels, the big question, or do they take the 6? Hallbreaker Horror! I was not anticipating that at all. Oh no, a good thing this has Menace. Yeah, my poor Shield-Wall Sentinel, you monster! Dude. Alright, opponent's down to 10. We can get them down to 9 with the Alchemist. But the Hallbreaker, dude? I think the Hallbreaker is going to be a nail in the coffin, unfortunately. Yeah, bounce the Alchemist. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tap that. It's funny to see this up against a deck like this, where Cut Down just literally does nothing. Yeah, Cut Down isn't doing anything for us this game. I don't think there was a single creature that it could have hit. But they also might have built the deck around that fact, right? Like thinking the whole time, like, okay, Cut Down's going to be in a lot of people's decks. Let's make sure that it can't hit any of our creatures, which is actually really smart if that's how they ended up doing this. Down to 1. A Bamboo Grove Archer. There's not a lot we can do against the Hallbreaker. I'm gonna run everything down. And see what they get. Yeah, we can't swing with the Revealing Eye this time round. They can search for something with the Modern Age, which is sick. They got 1. They can bounce back the Archer, or the Revealing Eye for that matter, yeah. We still have blockers, though. Wait, maybe... Opponent's playing with a lot of cool cards. It looks like a scary deck. The Titan of Industry especially. So they were able to actually bounce 2 of our creatures, and that's that, guys. That's that. Let's go ahead and cut down our Walking Bulwark. And drop them the emote of the century. No, good game, opponent. Very good game. Yeah, fun matches today, guys. It's exactly what you'd expect from a deck that we didn't want to take too seriously and didn't want to think of as competitive by any means, right? So it's really nice to take this break away from ranked and take the break away from taking the builds really seriously, which I have been doing, unfortunately, because aggro seems so good right now. I've been I've been putting a lot of time into actually making competitive aggro builds. So this was a really nice change of pace, and there's actually a lot to talk about here too. Like, we struggled with the green sources, even though Thran Portal can be green, Deathcap can be green, and Ziatora's a Proving Ground, the Huanders, and the Forest. You'd think we wouldn't have struggled. Maybe we just got a little unlucky, or maybe I was too greedy with certain Thran Portal plays too. That's possible. Soul Transfer was alright. We didn't get to do both abilities like I thought maybe we would with the Bamboo and one of our artifacts. Shield Wall was pretty cool, actually. And there's probably a great budget way to put this deck together. If you go budget, you're losing, well, first of all, like, all the land. So I don't know what the land or the mana base would look like at all. But Soul Transfer and like the Concealing Eye are the rares. And if you lose the Concealing Eye, you're losing a lot of the power of the build. And that's actually pretty funny too, because as you change this into the Revealing Eye, it loses Defender, which is the whole point of the build too. But it just so happens that this is probably the best creature in the deck. I don't want to say the best card, because obviously we have some pretty terrific cards here with Cut Down, Play with Fire. Lightning Strike is probably technically the best card if you're looking at it that way. But Tear Asunder, look out for this card, man. The fact that this could be 4 mana, just remove anything, exile non-land permanent, is kind of insane. And then there's so many artifacts and enchantments too. This might be a reason to play Golgari, or just like Jund Control. We've tried to make Jund Control work multiple times in the past, and when we did, it ended up being pretty powerful, and this would fit perfect in there, dude. Holy cow. A Walking Bulwark, it was just kind of like, yeah, the defenders in here were pretty janky. The other best creature was Thermo-Alchemist, where that can actually help you get a lot of extra damage through while defending beautifully as well. And then all the burn with that, and then the removal. If we went up against more aggro builds, I think we would have seen the deck do a lot more things, but we didn't see too much aggro, and that might be my fault for going into play mode, honestly. Okay, guys, I've rambled enough about a janky little build here, but it was pretty fun. I liked it. I mean, obviously, if you have the cards and it looked fun, then you might want to try it out and try out your own versions too. There's actually a lot of great defenders in white, and I think there's quite a few defenders in blue as well, and we didn't try either of those. So if you want to see me try out more defender builds that aren't this one, let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this one, because I did. Okay, guys, hey, if you made it this far in the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.